Welcome to the Locker Room. Coach Giggs here, and today's message, we need each other. We need each other. I need you, and you need me. We need one another. I believe that we were not created and brought to this earth to compete with each other. We were brought here to complete one another. You have something I need, and I have something you need. You have something I want, and I have something you want. I have something to give to you, and you have something to give to me. We all need one another. Let's get that straight. Let's get that right from the onset of this message. We need one another. Let me read my text. Every day, someone is depending on you. First, your employer. They're depending on you to perform and give them a good day's work so that the company can stay afloat. My daughter is depending on me, and I'm depending on her. By the way, back to the employer thing, you're depending on your employer also to provide you with a wage, with what they say they're going to give you. So you need your employer, and your employer needs you. You need your children, and they need you. You need them to teach you some things that you need to learn. My daughter has certainly taught me more lessons than I've taught her, and she needs me to help guide her. Believe it or not, for those of us who are, quote, divorced, our ex-spouses, if we have children with them, need us. They need us as the other parent, if we have children, to help raise our children. Just because you and I, who have decided that for whatever reason, or the other person decided that the marriage between the two of you didn't work, the two of you had children together. And those children will suffer if the two of you don't work together. Now, I can say this wholeheartedly today because Bernie, my ex-wife, and I, we work together. We talk every day now about our daughter, Nicole, and what we can do to help her and guide her. And so we need one another, no matter who we are or where we are. Let me continue. The purpose of this message is to encourage you and me simply to become more dependable. To become a dependable employee or employer. To be a dependable spouse. To be a dependable parent. Someone that other people can depend on you. They know that if they ask you for something or for help or guidance, you'll give it to them. So being dependable is number one when it comes to being someone that others need in their life. Start, like I said, by being the very best that you can be right where you are. And now you'll become a very dependable person. My mother is an amazing woman. And for much of her life, she dedicated it to raising 3 boys. Obviously, I being the middle child, one of 3. She did an amazing job. My father, as you've heard before in other locker rooms, had a stroke at 43 years old and became paralyzed, and so he really wasn't there. And so my mother struggled to raise the 3 of us. And here she is now in the latter part of her life, in her 80s, and as much as she struggled, she is now herself. She did well. She eventually did okay. But at 80 years old, she finds herself struggling a little bit in the area of finances. Well, thank God that she has a son who's done well. And so I'm helping my mom because she needs me and I need her. You see, we all need one another more than you could ever imagine. So that's the message today. We need one another. So make sure you're aware of who needs you and who's depending on you, and be that person that they can depend on. Thanks for joining me in the locker room. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
If you know someone you feel has a special story to tell or life to share, please email Eric directly and he will reach out to you and or this individual, even if you think this person is you. And by the way, if you've enjoyed and feel the Daily Locker Room has served as an inspiration in your life, why not share it with a friend by sending them the daily message?